here's two very contrasting things from the 1998 case. I'll do this one second. It's a lot of fun, this one. But the first one is a deck of cards, which has got a very curious feature. Now, I've got about 50 or 60 decks of cards in my collection, all novelty ones, funny shapes, everything. But this has got a feature which I've never seen before in a card. I wonder if you have. It looks like an ordinary deck of cards, which it is to that side. Everything from the ace right through to the jokers. There's about 3 or 4 jokers, actually. But the backs is what interests me, because the backs are, I'll show these into camera in a second, but they're going to show a haystack with a ladder, or it's going to show a sort of sailing ship, or it's going to show a field of mist with a mountain in the background. What a bizarre thing. And then they repeat themselves. They don't have every one different. So let's have a look at what they're actually wanting to highlight. This first one here, for instance, is called Irish haystack, complete with a ladder. Wonderful little rustic scene, isn't it? That one actually has a joker on the back, but it could have any one of 17 different cards in it, actually. The second one they've chosen of the 3 pictures they're doing is this one here, which is a sailing ship. And that's dhow, which is somewhere in Kenya, apparently. Wonderful arrow-looking thing. And the last one, again, there's 17 of those in the deck. And the last one is this one here, rather nice little scene. It's got to be, I'll just read the stuff here first, and I'll turn it up the right way up. See it. Hang on a sec. This is like Ibiza, and look at the view. It's a beautiful one, with trees in the foreground, shrouded in mist, and a beautiful-looking rounded hill in the background rising above the mist. But the odd thing is that they repeat themselves all the way through the cards, those 3 decks. So, for instance, you might learn by looking at them carefully that the ace of spades has a haystack on it. Well, for poker, that's serious. You couldn't do that. So, on the other hand, if this is used by kids for snap or beggar my neighbour or some fun game or family whist, I don't think we do any harm. The fact that there's 3 different backs all the way through. So, I think also it's possible. One of my colleagues said the other day, you could invent some new card games which can only be done with have these repeating 3 backs. It's possible. So it's just something that makes me feel that's very interesting. So every 3rd card is the same thing. There's a haystack, and the 3 cards later it appears again, and so on. Very strange. And this is Belgium, Cartamundi, who makes some very good ideas there. So I was asking sometime what sort of games you can play with that, which you can't be playing with normal cards. We'll try it. So the other item I mentioned and showed briefly was this wonderful balloon thing. This is such a clever idea because it's got a elastication here, so it's like a catapult, boof, it'll pull it along, and it's got this bit here which acts rather like the feathers on an arrow. They help to stabilize it in flight, so it does a true flight. This, would you believe, goes right down the length of my garden on a good day, and all you do, and I'll just do it once here in the background, we'll see how it goes up the ceiling. You pull like that and you release it. Ooh, oh, caught it again. Let's see if I can do it backwards so it lands on the cases behind it. Down it goes. Oh. That is a lot of fun because it's so simple. And the weight itself, it's called one of those. The actual weight inside it is just filled with, well, you can see it from here. It's got lots and lots of white stuff in it. I can't put it out, but anyway, it's got lots of cotton wool in it. And it's got a hole, a slit going to the center. You just push that through with a little rod. And all you need is what they call a 62 modeling balloon. It's a very, very common one, which you get in all sorts of balloon shops. So that does all the propulsion. And this then follows, and when you release it, it's gone right outside my room. What a lot of fun that is, isn't it?